It's me, Mr. P, for chapter 11 of Faker. Okay, big brother, who's the full partner now, huh? I lean into my laptop and try to focus. I'm working on a school project. Don't you have any homework to do? It's Sunday, and just outside on the driveway, a mechanic is poking around under the hood of the El Capitan. The man was hired by Micah's family. If the car passes this inspection, the Zabrakians are going to buy into El Capitan Motors. If that happens, it will be the first investment in Dad's fake car company and the first sign that our new operation is beginning to pay off. Isn't it funny that you joined the Swamp Club and bought ice cream and hot dogs for half the town while all I had to do was smile at Micah? And we're in business? She can't resist rubbing it in my face that her one effort is already producing results and I'm getting nowhere. Hilarious. I peer through the front window, but all I can see is the mechanic's back arched over the car while Dad shines a flashlight into the open hood. Can you tell how it's going out there? It's going great, she replies with so much as a glance. Everybody loves the El Capitan. Everybody loves a cool car they've never seen before, I amend, but that's not the same as a professional mechanic giving it a real checkup. You're just jealous because I brought in the first customer. No, I tell her, I'm nervous because this is really important for us and I want it to work out. If it has to be Micah's family, I'm fine with you getting all the credit. Now, leave me alone. I'm trying to work. In social studies, Mr. Novak has divided us up into teams so that we can debate ethical issues. For the first, we watched part of Disney's Aladdin, the scene near the beginning where Aladdin gets caught stealing a loaf of bread. Question: is the thief justified because without that food, his family might starve? The thing is, I got picked for the no side, which means I have to come up with reasons why stealing is always wrong, no matter what. And it's pretty hard to do that while just outside the window, your father is engineering a gigantic con game and you're totally okay with it. When our father finally comes in, I try to read his expression, but no luck. He's famous for his poker face. How did it go? Ariana asks anxiously. Excellent, Dad replies. He's given the El Capitan the best possible report. Ha! Ariana turns on me. In your face, I told you there was nothing to worry about. My eyes are still on Dad. So why aren't you smiling? It's good news that the mechanic couldn't tell that the car is a Tesla in disguise, he tells me. But we can't relax until the Zabrakians transfer the money into my account. There are a million reasons why marks change their minds at the 11th hour. They get cold feet. Someone talks them out of it. Maybe they have a bad dream and that tells them to bail. It could be anything. It's in the bag, Ariana crows with a big grin. Micah's parents are loaded. They're going to pay up, no problem. And then you'll both see that I'm the real partner. Our father seems confused. What are you even talking about? I'm the one that made this happen, she boasts. Traded nothing. From now on, I should be the one who goes to boarding school, and reels in the marks. I always knew I could be better at this than Trey. Dad seems shocked. Where is this coming from? I acknowledge that your friendship with Micah was helpful, but nothing has changed about the way we do business. You're too young to understand what's at stake here. And when you badmouth your brother, you demonstrate that you're not mature enough to be part of what we do. My sister's face crumbles until she resembles a baby about to bawl. Even though I'm the one she's dumping on, I can't but help feel bad for her. He doesn't mean it, I try to reassure. Well, he sort of does, but it isn't as bad as it sounds. One day you'll be a partner, just not yet. For Ariana, being soothed by me is even worse than a chewing out from Dad. Face flaming, she flees up the stairs. We hear her pounding feet above us, followed by the slamming of her bedroom door. Dad either doesn't notice or he just doesn't care that his only daughter ran off in tears. As usual, he's totally immersed in the operation, and the rest of the world might as well not even exist. He's got his phone open to his bank account, and he's tapping and typing with ramped attention. I'll set up a text alert. so that the instant the money is transferred in, we'll know. He takes a deep breath. This could be huge for us, Trey. Fingers crossed. I try to return to my social studies homework, but it's hard to concentrate knowing that so much depends on what happens in the next few hours. It isn't right for Aladdin to steal, even though he needs to feed his family. And, let's face it, a loaf of bread is pretty cheap. If stealing is okay for some people, what's to stop everybody from doing it? And if it's just fine to break some laws, why not all of them? The world would be chaos. Even as I'm typing that out, I realize how ridiculous it is. Everything I've ever owned, every meal I've eaten, every bed I've slept in, has been paid for by some kind of fraud, flim-flam, deceit, hoax, bait and switch, or swindle. How can I lecture people on what's right and wrong when I'm practically the poster boy for wrong? I managed to fill most of a page with debate notes, so at least I've got something to email to my partners, Logan and Teresa. It's probably a lost cause because Kaylee is on the other side. You cannot argue her even if you want to, which I don't. The whole time I'm working, Dad sits at the kitchen counter in a pose like that statue of the thinker, staring down at his phone. It's almost dinner time when the notification finally comes. The ping from Dad's phone reverberates around the house like a pistol shot. I'm on my feet, running for the kitchen. He meets me in the doorway, the faintest hint of a smile tugging at the corner of his mouth. He holds up his phone with the notification on the screen. We got the money. We high-five so hard that my hand stings. I'm not celebrating the money so much as I'm celebrating the fact that he's celebrating. And anyway, this means that the operation is moving along, that we're still us, and things are breaking our way. Ariana! I call up to my sister. Good news, the deal went through. We got the money. Stony silence from upstairs. I think she's still upset about what happened before, I say in a low voice. Maybe you should go up and talk to her. He's mystified. What happened before? Eventually, between the two of us, we manage to coax her downstairs. She's still sulky, but she agrees to go out to dinner with us. After all, this victory is partly hers. Alphonse, a steakhouse, is renowned for slabs of beef that are taller than they are wide and done to perfection. As a final rebellion, Ariana tells Dad she's a vegetarian and orders a green salad. Dad gets her a New York strip anyway, and she eventually breaks down and eats it. So I guess all is well with the Kirkwoods, formerly the Whitfields, formerly the Winchesters, and so on. We're having dessert when Mr. Singh, our next-door neighbor, stops at our table. I've got a bone to pick with you, Junior. I heard Keith Zabrakian just bought into your El Capitan. I wanted to be first. Dad shoots him a friendly smile. You know what they say, Raj. You snooze, you lose. Mr. Singh nods. Well, I'm not snoozing anymore. I'll be over first thing in the morning with my checkbook. Even crabby Ariana is smiling at this point. This is a good lesson for you kids, Dad says when Mr. Singh returns to his table. Nothing succeeds like success. He might have waited forever to invest, but the minute he heard somebody beat him to it, he's knocking on the door with a wheelbarrow full of money. And when the word gets around about these two, Ariana adds, the whole town is going to want in. Dad laughs. That's my girl. They clink water glasses. I have to do something for school, I mumble while they share their private celebration. I take out my phone and check my email to see if my partners have gotten back to me about my debate notes. There's nothing from Teresa or Logan, but one new message sits in the inbox from someone named I See All. Subject, truth. It contains a single sentence. I know what you're doing. Woo! Talk about cliffhanger. That's the end of chapter 11. Thanks for joining me.